This is TCV Crypto Market Update, August 5th, 2020. Crypto market community and outlook. Bitcoin, BTC, technical analysis, and outlook. What had the potential to be a rather bearish situation yesterday with the head and shoulders pattern that we discussed, the bulls were able to defend the 11,000 level with conviction, and since then, price has moved well above near-term resistance at 11,500, which confirms that the bulls are still fully in control moving forward. The technicals support the idea of a bullish bias, although the pause below 11,700 could last for a bit longer as regional resistance begins there. First, we want to take a look at a 4-hour chart for a close view of the short-term technicals, where we can see that a double bottom around 11,000 over the past few days has sparked a rally back up to the bottom of the regional supply area, while the momentum and volume indications are very favorable and the moving averages continue to rise. All good news for the bulls. Having said that, we're thinking that a cup and handle continuation pattern is quite possible before a sustainable breakout above 12,000. So more consolidation between 11,500 and 12,100 is likely before the next leg higher begins. Now that we're almost a week into the month of August, we want to check in on the monthly log chart to see how July's candle painted, and the close was certainly bullish and is being followed up by a small but bullish doji candle as price consolidates near regional highs, all of which remain good news for the bulls moving forward. The rising moving averages and encouraging momentum and volume indications also suggest that more upside is likely moving forward, so we're expecting a breakout above 12,100 over the next week or two, perhaps even sooner. Bitcoin SV, technical analysis and outlook. Despite improving market structure and accumulation type price action, BSV/BTC has failed to move to the upside much since last week, as the 0.020 level continues to act as resistance. And for the time being, we don't see anything in the momentum or volume indications that would suggest a breakout is imminent, so it appears as though more consolidation around current levels is likely until further notice. That said, if the bulls can somehow manage to push price above 0.0215, then there is some room to run well up into the mid 0.02s. Chart of the BSV USD comparison. BSV BTC continues to tread water around the 230 level within what appears to be a shorter term bullish pennant pattern, while the volume indications improve and the moving averages are all bullish. So it looks like a continuation higher is likely once this consolidation is over. We also like the fact that the momentum oscillators have recharged a bit, although we would like to see more of this before another leg to the upside, hence more consolidation between 200 to 250 over the next few days at least. Monero, XMR technical analysis and outlook. Today we'll zoom into the 6-hour chart of XMR BTC for a closer view of the shorter term technicals, where we can see that price briefly got above the supply area but was quickly rejected back to the downside, thus keeping us in the trading range that has been intact for the past month. So the bulls obviously aren't ready to take control. On the other hand, price is finding support at the rising shorter term moving averages while the 20 SMA remains in a steady uptrend. So we still think that the market resolves higher once this range is broken, which could be a while still. XMR USD chart comparison. Due to the bullish action in BTC USD over the past several hours, XMR USD looks much better than the BTC pair, given that a textbook ascending triangle is forming that points to a breakout above the 90 level before the week is out. The still relatively favorable momentum and volume indications and the rising moving averages are also indicative of another move higher in the near future. Although in the market moves the other way, we would be buyers around 80, as we still think the longer term bias is to the upside. Chainlink, link, technical analysis and outlook. Chart comparing link and BTC. The link BTC bulls were able to establish a low at the bottom of the upper demand area at the still rising 50 SMA late last month, and even since then, price has been off to the races on favorable momentum and volume indications, and still bullish moving averages. That said, price is hitting some turbulence now that the bottom of the supply area has been reached, which tells us that price is likely to trade between the supply and demand areas for at least a little while longer. A chart comparing Link to USD. Link USD has been on fire recently, pushing up close to the $10 level following a clean break of the bullish channel that we identified last week, and the momentum and volume indications point to more upside after the brief cool down below 10 that we're seeing now. The rising moving averages and lack of historical resistance are also good news for the bulls moving forward, so we would be buyers of a dip back below $9 if given the chance for an eventual run above $10.